Here's why I opened my first sober living home. My dad came home. He paroled when he was, I think he was 41 when he actually paroled. I'm sure my mom will correct me on that. And he paroled and came home to soon to be wife. They got married 2.5 months after he came home, and 4 kids, and had been in and out of prison for 21 years, mostly in, not as much out. And his reentry was coming home to a new wife, or going to be wife, and 4 kids, and coming home as a provider, as everything that's expected of a husband to a wife and 4 kids. And it didn't work out for him. He struggled in and out with his alcoholism. He struggled in and out with his disease of addiction, and it did not work out for him. And he ended up reoffending, and he went back to prison, and he had gotten out before the 3 strikes you're out law was in effect. And so when he reoffended, he automatically got his 3rd strike, and he got a life sentence, and he ended up dying in Salinas Valley State Prison. And when he died, it was actually in a hospital. He had supposedly had a stroke. We'll never really know what happened. But when he died, I was in my addiction, and I got a phone call that he was not going to make it, and probably wasn't going to make it until I got here from Reno. And instead of coming directly, I scored before I came. It's just my truth. And only by the grace of God did I get there, and he was still alive. And the minute I grabbed his hand, I saw his heartbeat starting to go down, and his nurse said, he waited for you. And they wouldn't take his shackles off, even after he was obviously not going to go anywhere because he had passed away. And going through that experience and my own addiction, I got clean obviously after that, and going through that experience and addiction, I had a huge heart for men for reentry, and I started my first sober living. It's going to be 4 years this November 1st since we opened first sober living, called The Beginning, and it now can house 18 men, and I love it. I wish I could do it full time, and there will be a time, I'm sure, in my life where I can do it full time, but as of now, I still work full time, and I have a huge passion for what I do, and I love to help others who want to open sober living. So we'll see what God opens up. I've helped another group that actually successfully opened another men's sober living here, and my passion, and that's why I started my first sober living. And I'll be excited to share more about that journey and the experience, as well as I've walked through this amazing, never a dull moment journey of being an owner of sober livings.